Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks Best Country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchen Lane USA, Advanced Car Care Center, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey there, good morning to you on Thursday. Cold morning out there. You want to stay tuned for Abby Dyer's Wake Up Weather to find out if we're going to warm up at all today. I don't have a lot of hope for that, honestly, but she can tell you for sure. And in the meantime, we will do some news.
All right, here's a look. Nixa police arrested a woman in Christian County in a celebrity impersonation scam targeting the elderly. Sarah Mills of Nixa was taken into custody, accused of working with others online to steal thousands of dollars in 2024 and 5. Charges include money laundering, conspiracy, and 2 counts of felony stealing. The Nixa Criminal Investigations Division worked with agencies across 4 states to track stolen funds, which Mills allegedly converted into cryptocurrency. Well, you probably haven't thought about this possibility, but maybe they know something we don't, because this is just weird. A Missouri state representative has pre-filed a bill that would legally ban artificial intelligence from any human privileges, including marriage. Also including like holding a position on a board and things of that nature. The representative is from St. Louis. He proposed that bill, which bans an AI system from being granted.
You
What
said
did I
proposed.
say?
You said proposed. So, sorry.
Like, as in for the marriage? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, he proposed the bill, but all I heard was proposed. So sorry, I'm a child.
He proposed a bill. He did not propose to a robot, as it turns out. But even if he wanted to, under his own bill, he couldn't do it.
Right.
The judge couldn't sign off on it. Anyway, the robot cannot become human, as it turns out. The bill, which has gained support at the Capitol, is designed to lay a legal foundation as AI continues to advance, with a goal of holding human developers responsible for any harm caused.
Crazy.
That, my friends, is a big statement. The legislation would also prevent AI from serving on corporate boards or taking similar executive roles. So anyway.
That's life in 25, 26, isn't it?
Yeah. So, by the way, the legislative session starts on January 7th.
Wow. I imagine that'll pass.
I mean, it's going to pass.
Yeah.
But I'm like, why do we need to make laws that a robot can't get married, can't hold a board position, and cannot become like a CEO?
Because we're a mess.
Because it's going to be? Is that like, what do they know that we don't know? Because I'm like, duh, do we really need to legislate that?
Yeah, we do. Because down the line, there's somebody who's going to want to do that. And they will challenge this in court.
Yeah.
Because who are you, government, to say that I can't do that? Okay, well, we'll follow
Moving
that.
along.
And AI really is just getting started, so it's wild. Okay, starting next year, city utilities crews will go door to door to check water service lines for homes that have not yet completed the online inspection themselves. So CU will be asking to look in basements, crawl spaces, and if you're not home, they'll leave a door hanger asking you to kindly get in touch with them. The project started last year to meet new EPA rules regarding utilities to document any lead or galvanized lines in homes that were built before 1989, my senior year. CU says more than 52,000 lines have been identified, with about 38,000 that are still unknown. Customers are urged to do the self-check now, and then anybody who finds lead or galvanized lines can request a free water test. Property owners may have to replace certain pipes under the federal regulations. So CU is really, at this point, the middleman saying, hey, listen, this has to be done, and we're kind of in charge of doing that locally. So any house before 1999 needs to be checked out, and if you can report it yourself, do it. Congratulations to two Springfield area businesses. They have earned top spots on Forbes list of America's best companies. That's a good list to be on.
That's awesome.
Springfield-based O'Reilly Automotive ranked number 39 on that list. Very impressive. The list is based on metrics including financial performance and employee ratings, which is an important aspect of what goes into it. Monette-based financial software company Jack Henry and Associates came in at number 176. Congratulations to them as well, because there's a lot of companies in these United States. O'Reilly Automotive is not only the highest ranking Missouri company nationally, but it also ranked number 4 on a separate Forbes Best in Missouri employers list, with Jack Henry Prime Trucking also making that state list. So
very cool.
That's big.
All right. Today's the day. Chick-fil-A lovers rejoice. There is another store opening today. It opens this morning. This is the 4th full-sized Chick-fil-A in Springfield on West Sunshine near West Bypass, right there in front of the Menards, by where the new Target is going in. Doors open at 6:30 this morning. And if you dress up like a cow, you apparently can get a free entree. So,
or have anything, if you wear anything that's cow themed, it doesn't have to be the full outfit.
Ethan and I are thinking about bringing back the cowbell. I actually feel like we need to bring it into our household. In fact, I feel like there should be just more cowbell in our parenting.
Need more
things
cowbell.
Of that nature. Yep. Also, Target is open, or soon to be open. I guess it hasn't quite opened yet, but Olive Garden is open now, and then the Dutch Brothers. There's all kinds of development in that area. But Chick-fil-A will no doubt be one of the busiest establishments, I'm sure, over there. Okay, this is fun. The post office, they had a special delivery in Southwest Missouri this week, announcing a milestone in the town of Knoll. We call it Knoll. Some people call it Noel. Get it? Postal workers delivered the holiday packages number 3 billion nationwide, marking the count that all started on Black Friday. Knoll is known as a Christmas city because it's spelled Noel, Noel. So when you see Noel written on the postage, it's as if it came from Santa Claus himself. So it's really a perfect Christmas celebration town. The post office expects, this is kind of wild, they expect to surpass the 10 billion pieces of holiday mail that they handled last year.
That's a lot. It's a lot of mail. And I know some people go, or what was it? Letters to Santa Claus, they want to be postmarked in Noel.
Yes. Noel. Yeah.
The locals call it Knoll.
So
that's how you know if somebody's local. One of the
it's
ways.
Also how it's sort of like Bodark. If anyone says Boise Ark, you're like, you're not from here. You're not from these parts.
Well, having been a journeyman television person who worked in 5 markets altogether, it's tough when you get to a new town to figure out all of the idiosyncrasies like that, the way they mispronounce names.
Well, here's the thing. We have been spoiled in the last few years of journalism because I couldn't tell you the last time that I had to take a current event test or a town name or map test. But in my first market, and even in Oklahoma City, when I was working there while still in college as like a glorified intern, we had to study the map and study the pronunciations of all the names of the towns. And we also had to take current event quizzes to make sure that we actually knew what was happening in the world. And those are gone with the wind.
When you were in school, you did that?
Yeah, but also for in the jobs that I actually had in-person interviews for, I had to do that as well. I interviewed at 5 stations coming straight out of college, and all of them, that was part of the deal.
Interesting, because I've never had to do that. I mean, I know that's important for meteorologists because they have to say a lot of town names. Reporters usually have the luxury of being able to ask somebody because it's not like you're just saying it for the first time without any warning. There's a script written ahead of time. Anchors can read it ahead of time and know it's coming, so make sure you pronounce it correctly. And if you're a reporter going to that town, they'll tell you as a new person how to pronounce Bodark,
Right.
for example.
Boys d'Arc.
Yeah. But those names will get you.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other ones. I messed one up here. It's by Joplin.
Monet. Monet is
maybe?
not Monet. It's Monette.
I didn't mess up
There's
Monet. Is it
Lebanon.
Dunaway? Dunaway? Is that it?
Dunaway.
Duenwg? Is that right? I messed that up one time. Yeah. That was a bummer.
Lebanon. It's not Lebanon. So
Lebanon,
there's lots of them in our market for sure. But every market is different. Because in Illinois, it's Cairo. In Georgia, it's Cairo. So it's just slight changes too.
Right.
All right. We knew it was a big game for the Chiefs, but we did not know it was going to be this big. The Kansas City Chiefs Thanksgiving matchup against the Dallas Cowboys made history in the NFL, becoming the most watched regular season game ever, and by a lot. I mean, they shattered the previous record, which was also held on Thanksgiving Day by the Cowboys, pulling in 57.2 million viewers, a 36% increase over the previous record. That's a lot.
Yeah.
To beat the all-time record by that much is insane. Viewership peaked at one point near the end of the game with 61 million people watching. And these days in TV, man, that's a lot of people. I mean, I guess it's the most ever. So even in the old days, that's a lot of people watching. But you think about all the choices we have now, all of the streamings and different channels. That's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people.
The Chiefs, of course, lost that game, and then they also lost a player. The Kansas City Chiefs will be without rookie left tackle Josh Simmons for an extended period of time because of injury in that game. He suffered a dislocated and fractured left wrist in the loss to the Cowboys last week. First-round draft pick will be ineligible to return until at least week 18 of the season. The Chiefs may be packing it in by then. The injury is Simmons' second extended absence already this season. He previously missed 4 games in October due to a personal matter. So not a great year for him, unfortunately.
Also, we will mention this. The Gardens Aglow is happening. Don't forget the sippin', what's it called? Sip and stroll. I was about to say sip and see. That's when somebody's having a baby and you go see the baby. Nobody's having a baby. You can go to the Japanese Stroll Gardens and see the Christmas lights, the Japanese Stroll Garden, of course, near the Nathaniel Green Park where Ethan and I wed. That is tonight from 5 to 8:30. And tickets are available online, friendsofthegarden.org, friendsofthegarden.org. That is an adult-only event. But I've heard that it is a fantastic time. So
yeah, the lights are beautiful in that garden for sure.
Yeah, I've seen the lights, but I haven't gone to the sip and stroll. So I've never been to that, but I've been to the lights before and they are worth going to visit for sure. By the way, I cannot believe that it's December 4th.
I know it's starting to feel like it. So that makes me believe a little bit more.
Right.
But yeah, man, the years just fly by.
Yeah, they do. Okay, before we go, Around the Ozarks is still hosting our Deck the Ozarks contest right now at aroundtheozarks.com. Just click on the word contest and upload your favorite picture of best Christmas lights or best Christmas tree or whatever holiday decor that you have and love and makes a pretty picture. Post it to our website. The listeners of the podcast get to vote on it. And then whoever wins gets a 4-pack of tickets to Silver Dollar City, $100 to Jim's Steakhouse, and $100 to Alamo Draft House, all thanks to the Barker Shop. That is a pet services business. They have boarding, grooming, daycare, all breeds, all needs, all the love at the Barker Shop.
Thank you, Barker Shop. Thank you to our sponsors, Green County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchenland USA, Advanced Car Care Center, and Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair. We are grateful to have you on board.
Yes, we would not be here without you. So thank you for that. And we do hope to see you back here tomorrow.
Have a good day.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. We are waking up to brutally cold temperatures out there this morning. We're in the teens, and in a few places, it's feeling closer to the single digits. So bundle up this morning. That is my big message to you. It is going to be a cold day. Cold front coming through yesterday afternoon, north wind in place. And yes, there was a bit of wintry precip with that. Do be cautious for some slick spots on the roads this morning, too. Those could be hiding, maybe some black ice in a few places. So do take it slow and just make sure you're using a lot of caution this morning. If you're dressing for outdoors, you need all the layers today. I'm talking everything. It is going to be an incredibly cold day. Temperatures barely even make it above the freezing point this afternoon. One of the coldest days in the forecast this week, and we are going to have the sunshine, but it's just not going to help us out too much. Most of the snowfall associated with this system now well to our south, and bitter cold is what's left in the Ozarks. I don't expect much in the way of precip today, but we are going to have just the cold that lingers around. Never going to really warm up too much. High temperatures will only land in the middle 30s. We're back to the 40s on Friday and Saturday. Temperatures will be more normal, which is mid and upper 40s. That's where we get for tomorrow and Saturday. So we do have maybe some relief, if you think mid 40s are the relief. And the overnight low temperatures won't be as cold over the weekend forecast either. But I tell you what, as I look at some of the long range charts, it's looking like we will generally stay below average here in the extended forecast. Numbers remaining below seasonal averages. And I'm expecting that it's just going to be kind of frigid across the Ozarks. Numbers back into the 20s as we head into tonight. Partly cloudy skies with sunshine returning on Friday. We'll be at 45 degrees on Friday afternoon, back into the upper 40s by Saturday, and then maybe another little dip in those temperatures on Sunday with lows in the 20s and highs back into the low 40s. So a bit of back and forth here for some variation, but overall the trend is to stay just slightly below normal. Here's a look at some of the headlines across the country. Moderate to heavy rainfall is expected today for the Gulf Coast with an isolated risk of flash flooding that could exist both today and tomorrow. Also, Arctic air is making some big headlines and challenging low temperature records for the Midwest this morning. There's also this kind of active winter-like pattern continuing for much of the country, which, you've noticed here in the Ozarks. It does feel like winter started a little bit early with some of these abnormally cold temperatures and a couple rounds of winter weather that we've had already this season. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. The question that I had for you yesterday was this: which famous Christmas song, written in December 1944 by Jose Feliciano, was inspired by the snowy streets of New York City? Do you think that was A, White Christmas, B, Feliz Navidad, C, Jingle Bells, D, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow? And the answer is B, Feliz Navidad. He saw the beautiful snowy streets of the big city, and it inspired him to write that now classic Christmas tune. Always an upbeat one, too. That's one of my favorites. So congrats if B was your guess. Here's a next look at the trivia question for tomorrow. What iconic animated Christmas TV special first aired on December 9th, 1965? And it was almost canceled because executives thought that the soundtrack and the voices of real children would ruin it. Do you think that was A, Frosty the Snowman, B, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, C, A Charlie Brown Christmas, D, How the Grinch Stole Christmas? You can let me know your thoughts. You can do that at the website. Just click on contests. Thanks so much for listening this morning to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. For more weather info all day long and 24/7, you can always visit the website and find it there on the weather page. Thanks so much to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. It's the coldest day of the week. Bundle up, find a way to stay warm today. Maybe make an extra cup of coffee or hot cocoa or tea, whatever you do to keep warm. You're going to want the drinks warm today. I'll be back to chat with you first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great Thursday, everyone.